Vope is coming at y'all with a banger today. Right now, I'm actually finna get ready to go on a trip to Arkansas and hopefully Louisiana for 8 or 9 days. So these are two states I've never been in before. Hopefully, we can get our hands on with as many different, snakes, lizards, salamanders, whatever I can find as possible. Since I've never been in these habitats and states, I should expect to find a lot of lifers, which basically means species of reptile and amphibian that you never, encountered before in natural habitats. So, I'm real geeked, and let's get into it. All right, guys. So I'm here with the first species of the trip. Some little toad tadpoles in these puddles. You can see it's like a couple hundred in there. Look at all of them. They're just squiggling around. Most likely toad tadpoles. Alright, so right next to these puddles is a freshly metamorphed toad. I don't know what type of toad it is. Probably a little American toad or Fowler's toad. I'll put the name of it in the description, but it's so tiny it's hard to focus on it. It's literally the size of a bug. But that's what those tadpoles turn into. There's a male Easter fence lizard. I'm gonna try to grab it in between this little road log thing. I don't know what it is, but you can see the blue belly, so I'm gonna try to grab it. So I made the grab on the Easter fence lizard. This is a male, as you can see by the blue underneath that neck and on the sides of his belly. It's a super pretty lizard. And that back, it's a real rough little bearded dragon looking type of lizard, but these are kind of closer similar to the ornate tree lizards that I showed you guys on the Arizona trip, except they occupy colder ranges. They get a little bit bigger. It's about max size for a male. The females get a little bit bigger, but yeah, super cool. All right, guys, so I got another Easter fence lizard. This seems to be a nice big female. She might be gravid actually, so she might be carrying some babies with her, so I'm gonna be gentle. And yeah, you can tell it's a female because, as you can see, her blue is not as near as vibrant as the males, and it's not on the side either. So a nice adult Easter fence lizard. This is how big they get. Well, guys, I was over here in the backyard just moving around some tin looking for some more species for you guys, and I put that tin over there in the grass, and literally right next to where I set the tin down, I looked down and I saw this little shell, and this right here is an eastern box turtle. Super cool find. Never found one of these before, making it my lifer. Box turtle. This is a young one. They get, depending on where they are, they have some very colorful shell patterns. But yeah, it's actually a turtle and not a tortoise, even though you see them on land and walking around across people's yards and stuff. It's just basically a land turtle. They can swim, and they can't drown like real tortoises can. So these are a true turtle. Hopefully it can come out of his shell so you guys can get a better look at it. But they're called box turtles because they're capable of, you know how most turtles just tuck into their shells? These guys can completely tuck their arms and their head and close like a little hatch. So it's completely boxed up, and it's an impenetrable shell. They can go into like a little box, so box turtle. These guys are actually out here looking for like fallen cicadas and stuff like that, and then worms and whatever insects they can get a hold of. Look, it's actually coming out. Yes, come out so we can see you. The males will have like very pretty coloring around their heads. This looks to be a female because the males will also have bright red or orange eyeballs. Look at that. It's a freaking turtle just out in the woods, just roaming. That is crazy. So I just picked it up here to show you guys some size reference. This is a small one. I believe they get a little bit bigger than this, but as you can see, it's in there fully closed up in this box. Look at this beast. Beautiful. Super alert. See the coloration around the neck, depending on where they are. That is can get a bright orange and yellowish. But yeah, super cool turtle species. Time to let them go. Alright guys, so I was walking along this trail here, and then slithering through the grass was this little brown skink. This is kind of similar to the 5-line skink, but it's just real tiny. It's hard to focus on it. But yeah, this is actually the smallest lizard species I think we have in the U.S. So they're super tiny, and they can get beneath the leaf litter super quick. So it was hard tracking this guy down, but you can see it regrowing his tail. I don't know how big they get. This is probably, you know, maxing out. I imagine not too much bigger, but I'm gonna try to grab some more for you guys. Super cool. All right, guys, next find of the trip. Some type of little frog here. I think it's maybe like a chorus frog or something. I'm not sure. Again, I'm gonna put the label up so you guys can know for sure what species it is and all that. But cool little markings on it. It got some yellow by his leg there. Super tiny. I don't know if this is an adult or not, but I'm gonna let it go. Alright guys, I just walked up on this little, what seems to be a fowler's toad. This is definitely the adult version of the tadpoles and the little toadless I was showing you guys earlier in the video. But I'm not sure what toad species it is specifically, so I'll throw the label up for whatever I find. So trust the label and not what I'm saying, because the label is after me, you know, researching the animal a little bit. So yeah, definitely a cool lifer. I've never seen this before, this type of toad. So an adult, a nice pretty individual. He's just sitting here in the backyard. Alright guys, I'm back with a 5-line skink that I just caught in the yard, in the front yard, trying to go into his little burrow. This is an adult male. This is a species I was really hoping to see on this trip. This is my lifer. Never encountered this type of lizard before. So it's cool to get my hands on them. It's a skink, kind of different from lizards, and their body shape is longer. You see his tail grew, it fell off, but it's growing back. They start off with a bright blue tail. Hopefully I can find a younger individual or a female to show that off. But as you can see, males get orange heads. And they usually start off a little blacker too. Their stripes are more defined, but like I said, this is as you can see, a super old individual. So yeah, real pretty lizards though. He been trying to bite me since I caught him. Look how pretty it is. Look at that. I'm super glad I got the chance to get this up close. Hopefully I can catch some more. But look at those smooth, like fish-like scales. They just glide across the ground, basically slithering, like a slithering motion, scooting. All right, I'm gonna let this big boy go. His hole is right in between those pots. Let's see how fast he is. Probably gotta give him a little boop. All the way to the hole. What? Oh no, it's right over there. He knows where he's at though. Alright guys, just got another little brown skink. As you can see, as the name implies, it's just a little brown skink. But probably the most difficult reptile I've ever had to catch, just by how small they are, and they literally just disappear beneath the leaf litter. So super hard to catch these little guys, but super cool to get them in hand. Well, I was looking through this little garden over here, trying to hunt down some skinks or whatever, and I noticed this beast. I'm about to grab this so you guys can see what it is. Look at this beast. This is what an adult fowler's toad looks like. As you can see, they have super variable color. This individual is super light, super pretty looking toad. I just noticed this toad has like a super crazy looking eye. Look at that. This is the normal eye on this side. That is crazy. Alright guys, I'm here with another 5-line skink. This is another male. You can tell by the orange around the head, but this is a younger male than the individual we caught earlier in the video. That was about max size. This is about a normal size that you typically see. As they get older, those stripes are going to fade into the gray coloration, and that blue is also going to fade. But once they're born, that blue is super vibrant. And as you can see, he's regrown his tail, so he might have lost it to a predator. But look how smooth it is. Super smooth, sleek lizard. They just slip through the grass, basically. Super dope. Right in the driveway. I don't know if this is an adult, but you can definitely tell that it's a male eastern box turtle. Look at the bright colors on his neck, and how I was talking about with the other individual. You see his pupils are red. He's got some nice yellow on his front legs. This is 100% a male. Beautiful. Wow. That's where the turtle was, just walking. I don't know where it's going, but Look at this. Look at that color. Definitely a male. 100%. Beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Wow. So like I said, these guys are out here looking for bugs, you know, fallen cicadas, earthworms and whatnot. And they'll take fallen like blueberries and, you know, other fruits and vegetables and stuff. So super cool little turtle that just wanders the forest floor basically. Look at it. It's moving. They can swim, so they are a turtle. They can swim. Look at that. All right, guys. That box turtle is gonna be probably the last species of the trip. We just found it as we were loading up the soup bags and stuff on the, you know, getting ready to head back. So it was cool to end off the trip with a cool, nice, good-looking male box turtle. I found a lot of species I never seen before, and in a lot of good habitat I never been before. It was pretty good experience. I enjoy Arkansas, and yeah, see you guys back at the crib.